Just, I guess I'm reading it as a commitment to be better. Right? I mean, is that kind of what you said to yourself? And
No, 100%.
now's the time.
Now's the time, yes. After last season, like the freshman year, I mean, I ended up getting sent home for the regional, and it was more of a reality check. And I look in the mirror, and when I looked in the mirror, the image I saw was not one that I wanted to see again. And it was just a commitment to myself, but also to my teammates and everybody I played with. I knew that I needed to get in better physical shape to be able to do what I needed to do on the mound, but I also needed to do it for the guys next to me, because if I'm not at my best, then I can't give them, what they deserve. So the second night that I went home, I took a picture of the mirror, my shirt off, and then I told myself, I said, I'm not going to look the same whenever I go back, and I didn't. And then the second that I got here, just like the support that I had from everybody, from Coach Johnson and JK, and then Coach Roy in the weight room, just continuing it, it was upbringing. Like, it was just one of those things where it was like, even if I was having a bad day or something, like, they reminded me, like, hey, Linus, this is the commitment, this is the thing that we're doing, and keep the goal in view. And it was great. And I'm down almost 40 pounds. I went from 272 to 235, and I feel tremendous, and I feel like it's really beneficial. The biggest thing is I just want to be in a position this year that I know that what I'm giving on the field is the best for my teammates and for my team to win.
We're just doubling down on it.
Right. No, don't get me wrong. I love my food. I really do. My mom's a tremendous cook, so I definitely couldn't turn out a lot of meals. But we did clean up the eating a little bit. Turned it into some chicken, rice, and broccoli, or some fish, or some stuff like that. Just kind of eating more, still eating enough, getting more throughout the day, but not as, you don't have to go back to that second or third serving of, dinner or lunch or something like that. So just cutting that down was a big part. I love Chick-fil-A, so I still got my Chick-fil-A in there, here and there. But no, it was just I stopped, when I got in the weight room, I stopped looking at the clock. I stopped looking at a reason to leave, and I stopped looking for, like an excuse, or not necessarily an excuse, but like hey, I put in enough work today, I'm gonna go. Like, it's more of a, hey, like, I'm here, I know what I have to do, I know the routine, and I know what it's gonna take, and that may be 1 hour, it could be 2 hours, it could be 3 hours, and then after the time's over, and I leave, I'll go home, I'll eat, and then if I'm just sitting on the couch or something like that, I feel like I need to go run. If I feel like I gotta do some push-ups or sit-ups, do some push-ups or sit-ups. But it was more just like, you're always told you can always do more at a younger age, and you're like, I feel like I'm doing it, I can't do it. You can always do more. You can always do more. You can get after it.
It's like what I find that Coach Johnson did. Most people think that football mentor, how is he this next time?
It's tremendous. I mean, like you said, the mental side of this game is extremely mental, and being on a good side mentally it's super beneficial. And Coach Johnson and JK and Coach Fitz and we love Chief to death, and Nordy, the ops guy. I mean, it's just overall the staff as a whole has been tremendous. They turned it around for us in like being out here. We really enjoyed being out here every day. Like, we enjoyed it last year underneath that staff, but there's just something different about being out here now, and it's crazy. And you can see it in everybody's eyes. Like, we could come out here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and not leave till 8, and there wouldn't be one person complaining. And they make things when you're out here, when you do the same thing every day, you can kind of be like, I'm not as much into it today. But now when we come out here, it's 100% every day. Everything you have, if you have 80% that day, it's 100% of that 80%. And they find ways to get it out of us, and it's really great. And they're great resources. If you have a bad day at school, or you have something that's going on in your life, like, you can sit down and talk to them, and they'll help you, they'll relate with you. They don't ever leave you out to dry. They're there for you 100% of the time, and I feel like as a player it's tremendous, and it speaks volumes for me, because I know that if I need an outlet, I have one at all times.
Tell me about Coach Kelly and working with you guys. What's the tone it's kind of setting as far as preparing you for it?
That's a great question. I mean, JK he's pretty straightforward. We're going to compete in those strikes. And he set that tone from day one. Being a competitor, a fierce competitor on the field, and when you got the ball and you're on the mound, hey, it's go time. It doesn't matter about this, that, or the other. It's, hey, you got the ball, let's get out. He's really big on throwing strikes, and this fall we did a great job, I think, of that, is being in the strike zone as a team. And I think they told us when we threw against UNO and ULL that I think as a team, and I don't know exactly how many innings it was, I don't know the math on that, but we only had walked 4 guys, and I think about 35 innings. So that's great. That's really good. So if we can keep the walks down and just those strikes, compete and get outs, I think it's going to be really successful. But I think just like JK in general has been a phenomenal guy for us. I mean, the energy he brings to the field just makes you pick up and want to go harder. And I think it's tremendous. It's really great. And he's relatable to us, and he loves spending time with us. He loves being with us. He loves to joke around with us. And then when it's time to get to business, we get to business. It's great.
Obviously, you've only seen him throw a few pitches early, but what's your early impressions of Grant Fontenot?
I think he's a tremendous hard worker. Grant Fontenot is really good. He gets in the weight room, he gets after it. He's a great teammate. Actually, speaking about Grant Fontenot, I got to learn a little about him, a little extra about him over the last couple of days when we had some guys come in, some guests come in, and did some activities with us. We got to get a little bit one-on-one, so I got to learn a little bit of how Grant ticks and what works for him and things like that. And he just talking about the type of guy that he is. If he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it, and he's going to do it to 100%. He never comes out, never cuts corners. He always has high energy. He's ready to go all the time. And when he gets the ball, he's ready to compete. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.